tilde Veenavatyah Parinayah. So Parinayah is marriage. Veenavati, like that some lady. Veenavatyah Parinayah, the marriage of Veenavati. Madhyaratrasya dinasya cha bhedam ajanan iva Trivikramaha punarapi vrikshasya samipam gatavan. So Trivikrama again went to the tree. Madhyaratrasya dinasya cha bhedam ajanan iva, as if not knowing the difference between midnight and day. Vriksham aruhya shakhayam lambamanam shavam skandhe aropya yathapurvam maunam smashana margam anusritavan. And as usual, he got in the tree, got the dead body, put on his shoulder, and silently went towards the burial ground. Tada shavantargataha vetalaha avadat. Then the ghost inside the dead body started speaking. Aye Rajan, O king, bhavataha dhridachittata, karyanishta, sahasa pravrittihi, ityadayaha, shlaghyaha eva, ityatra nasti sandehaha. Nasti sandehaha means no doubt. What are all to be shlaghyaha? Shlaghyaha means appreciable qualities. What are the qualities? Dhridachittata, strong mind. Karyanistha, strictly adhering to one's activity, job. Sahasa pravrittihi, adventurous activity. Like that, so many other things. Iti adayaha. All are appreciable qualities in you. Tathapi bhavataha vyavaharam pashyataha mama kaschana sandehaha. Even then, even though you have all such qualities, but looking at your behavior, I have some doubt. Yat karyam kirtidayakam na bhavati. I'm sorry. Bhavan yat kurvan asti tat bhavatah samarthyasya pratibhayaha va anugunam asti va nava iti. Whether whatever activity you do, is it according to your pratibha? Pratibha means your inner qualities, shining inner qualities, influential qualities. Is it according to your qualities? Astiva nava iti sandehaha. Whether it is according to your own quality or not. Like that I have doubt. Yat karyam kirtidayakam na bhavati. That act which is not going to earn you some fame. Kirtidayakam means that which gives a name. Yacha apamanakaram bhavati. Yat cha yacha. And that which is insulting in nature. Tasya karanena kim prayojanam. What is the use of doing such act which is not going to give you any name and fame, and on the other hand which may give you insults. Kintu loke buddhi vaiparityat tadrisham api karyam kurvantaha kechana drishyante. So this is the statement the Vetala is making, and the story will be based on this statement. You might have observed in all Vetala story that the statement is giving indication of the core view of the story. Buddhi viparita. Viparita means opposite. Vaiparityam. Vaiparityam means the quality of oppositeness. That is Taddidanta Shabdaha. Buddhi Vaiparityat. Because of opposing mind. Tadrishamapi karyam. What type of karyam? Kirtidayakam na apamanakaram bhavati. That type of karyam. Kurvantaha kechana drishyante. We see some people doing such type of activity. Veenavati nama yuvatihi atra udaharanam. So, Veenavati, in that name, a young girl, is an example here who did such an act. Tasyaha katham vistarena shravayami shraddhaya shrunotu tavat yena bhavataha margaya saha parihritaha bhavet. So I am going to tell that story in detail, and listening to that, you shall get your en route journey tiredness removed. Anantaram Vetalena Kata Arabdha. Then Vetala started the story. Chandrashila namake rajye Rajarajaha nama kaschana nirdanaha krishikaha asit. Chandrashila, in that name, Rajye, in that kingdom, Rajarajaha nama kaschana nirdanaha krishikaha. Some poor, nirdanaha, farmer, krishikaha. But his name is Rajarajaha, Rajanam Rajaha, Rajarajaha, like that. So he is king of kings, like that, but he is a very poor farmer. Tasya patnyaha nama Meenalochana iti. And his wife name is Meenalochana. Meena means fish, Lochana means eye. So her eyes are like fish eyes. Not fish eyes, fish like eyes. The shape of the fish, like that the eye, not the eye of the fish. Meenasya lochana, meena lochana. If you do like that Shashti Tatpurusha, then the eye of the fish, that will be the meaning. Meena lochana, iva lochana yasyaha sa. Then it is Bahuvrihi Samasa. Meenasya lochana, iva lochana. Meenaha iva lochana yasyaha. Meenaha iva. Like fish whose eyes are, she is called Meenalochana. Then it is Bahuvrihi Samasa. Vivahat Bahunam Varshanam Anantaram Tabhyam Putri Prapta. So after long days of marriage, they got a daughter. Jatamatra Shishohu Saundaryam Apurvam. Jatamatra means immediately after birth. Jatamatra. So the beauty of the baby immediately after birth, everybody felt, oh, it is very, very beautiful. Mukhe Vishishta Kantihi Drishyate Sma. And some special shine was there on the face of the baby. Sakrit Drishtam Chet Punardarshana Akanksha Avashyam Utpadyate Sma. Sakrit means once. If you look at the baby once, then Punaha, again, Darshana Akanksha, to look again, that type of desire. Avashyam Utpadyate Sma. Surely in somebody's mind, they get that desire to look at the baby again. Rajarajaha Putrim Drishtva Santosham Anubhavanne Graminanam Prashamsam Baudha Prapnuvanne Shishohu Nama Veenavatyah iti Nishchitavan. And Rajaraja was very happy to see such a baby, and villagers Graminanam Prashamsam Baudha Prapnuvan, and getting the appreciation of the villagers, he decided the name of the baby as Veenavatyah. Veenavatyah Pratipat Chandra Lekha iva dine dine avardhata. Avardhata is lang lakaraha. Vardhate means this Atmanepadi dhatu, grow. So she grew like Pratipat Chandra Lekha iva, like the crescent moon, like the moon ascending. Gradually, day by day, she was growing. Okay. Yada sa Shodasa Varshiya Taruni Jata Tada Saundarya Khanihi Eva Jata. When she became 16 years old, then she became Saundarya Khanihi. Khani means mine, like gold mine, this coal mine. So she is a mine of beauty. Tasyaha Saundarya Atishayam Drishtva Sakyaha Tam Vinodena Vadanti Sma. Vinodam means amusing in a jovial way. So looking at her beauty, her friends were telling, Bhavatyaha Purvam Saundaryam Drishtva Kaschana Manmatha Sadrishaha Rajakumaraha Agatya Bhavatim Parinayah Neshyati iti. Bhavatyaha Purvam Saundaryam Drishtva. By seeing your this extraordinary beauty, Kaschana Manmatha Sadrishaha, someone who is like Manmatha, the god of love. Rajakumaraha and a prince who is like a Manmatha Raja. Agatya, having come, Bhavatim Parinayah, having married you, Neshyati, he will take you after marrying you, who is a prince and who is like Manmatha, like that. Naturally, this is how our friends, they create some opinion in us, about us. Yatadrishani vachanani shrinvatyaha Veenavatyah manasi api bhavana asit. So, hearing such words in the mind of the Veenavati also, this feeling was there. Samanyena kenachit na apitu Rajakumarena tattulyena anyena uchchakula jatena dhanika putrena va aham parinita bhavishyami. Oh, this lengthy sentence and having so many meaning. Aham parinita bhavishyami. I will be married. With whom? Samanyena kenachit na. Not with some ordinary person. But on the other hand, apitu Rajakumarena, with a prince. Tat tulyena anyena uchchakula jatena dhanika putrena. All are in tritiya vibhakti. So they are visheshanam to one. Tat tulyena Rajakumara tulyena anyena, some other person, uchchakula jatena, who born in a very high family, dhanika putrena, and a rich person. So I shall marry with a prince or someone who is born on a high family in a rich family. Rajarajasya atmamitram chandrachudaha. So there is one friend for Rajaraja. So Rajaraja Meenalochana, Tayoh Putri, this Veenavati, and Rajaraja's Atmiya Mitram Chandrachudaha. Chandrachudaha is name of one close friend of Rajaraja. Chandrachudasya Putraha Shivakumaraha. The son of Chandrachudaha is Shivakumaraha. Chandrachudaha ichchati smayate Veenavati snushatvena anetavya iti. And Chandrachuda decide Veenavati is to be brought as a snusha, means daughter-in-law. Means he wants Veenavati to be married with his son Chandrasekharaha. Shivakumaraha. Swakiyam icham Rajarajam uktavan asit api saha. And also he said his desire to Rajaraja. Veenavatyah apurvam saundaryam Shivakumaraha api drishtavan asit. Shivakumara also saw the beauty of Veenavati. Sa parinetavya iti asha tasya manasi asiteva. And she is to be married like that. The desire was there in Shivakumara's mind also. Pituhu chintanam yada jnatam tada saha nitaram santushtaha. And when he came to know that his father is trying to get her as a daughter-in-law, that is married with him, he was very happy. Kadachit Veenavati Shivakumaraha cha militavantau. Once Veenavati and Shivakumara, they met. Tada Shivakumaraha atmanaha nuragam nivedya. Then the Shivakumara, saying his love, Yadi bhavati api chet tarihi achirat avayohu vivaha prachalet iti uktavan. If you also like me, you also like to marry me, then our marriage shall happen very quickly, like that. Tada Veenavati uktavati. Then Veenavati told, Bhavati alpaha api anuragaha nasti mama. Bhavati means saptami ekavachanam. In you. Bhavat Shabdaha, Bhavan, Bhavantau, Bhavantaha. In that Saptami Ekavachanam, Bhavati, in you. Alpahapi, even a little, Anuragaha Nastimam. I don't have a little bit of love in you. Ataha, Bhavataha Parinayam, Naichami aham. Like that she told. So I don't like to marry you, like that. Yetat Shrutva Shivakumaraha, Khedena Uktavan. So in a sad and naturally whenever the love proposal is not accepted, people feel sad. Astu tavat. Okay. Anuraha balatna utpadyate. Anuragaha means love. Out of force we can't create. Yatavattu janatu. Okay, you know this much. Yet that, yadi aham parinayayam. If I marry, tarhi, then bhavatim yeva. Na anyam. Nanyam. Na anyam. Nanyam. If I marry, then I marry you only, not others. Iti vuktva tataha nirgatavan. Saying so, he just went. Veenavati chintitavati. And Veenavati thought over. Rajakumaraha parinitavyaha chet sundarata matram aparyaptam. Paryaptam means enough. Aparyaptam means not enough. If a prince is to be married, sundarata. Sundarata means the nature of beauty. That is Taddidanda Shabdaha. Matra means Kevalam, alone. If I have to marry a prince, Rajakumaraha, Parinetavyaha Chet. If I have to marry a prince, Sundarata Matram Aparyaptam. Beauty alone is not enough. Veshe Adhunikata Vyavahara Kaushalam Vakpatavam Ityadayaha Avashyikaha Avashyakaha like that. So we say in many other Indian language we use the word avashyam, not avashyam. So but in Sanskrit avashyaki, avashyakam, avashyakaha like that. In all three gender it can be used. So veshe, in my outfit, in my attire, adhunikata, and knowing the current affairs, vyavahara kaushalam, and the way how to behave like a king's family people, vakpatutvam. Vakpatutvam means the oratory skills. Like that, many things are essential. Rajni padam katanchit yadi prapyeta tarihi anantara kale tad anugunam maya vyavaharaniyam bhavishyati. So if I become queen, then I have to behave like a queen. Vyavahara kaushaladaya tu anubhava balatyeva nyayante na anyatha yatadrishaha anubhavaha antahpure kevalam prapyate. Vyavahara kaushaladaya. So the way to conduct and other related that kingly qualities, anubhava bhalateva nyayante. I get only by experience, na anyatha, and not by other means. You can't go to a classroom and study such quality. Yatadrishaha anubhavaha antapure kevalam prapyate. Antapure means where the residential area of the king's family members. There only I get such experience. Etadartham maya raknyaha antahpuram pravishya sarvam parishilya jnatavyam. So I have to go to the residential area of the king, and there I have to meet with so many people, the king family members, and I have to know. Veenavatyah sakhi Padmadipika nama kachit raknyaha paricharika asit. So Veenavati's friend Padmadipika is her name. She was some paricharika, means her some servant maid in the Antahpura. Tasyaha dwara Veenavati Antahpure paricharika vrittim praptavati. So through her influence, she got that servant maid job in the Antahpura. Kadachit kaschana chitrakaraha maharajni samipam agatya. Once some painter came to the queen. Aham kaschana chitrakaraha. I am some painter. Bahuni ramaniyani chitrani rachitavan asmi. I painted so many wonderful or very interesting pictures. Bhavatyai ekam ramaniyam chitram upayani kartum ichchami aham. I like to gift one picture to you. Iti uktva ekam chitram arpitavan. And he gave one picture, painting to her. Raknita chitram svikritya Veenavatyah haste dattavati. And the queen took that painting and gave to Veenavati. Tasmin chitre suryasta samayaha chitritaha asit. So in that painting the sunset was painted. Varna Sanyojanam tu apurvam, and the color combination was very nice. Ataha Santushta Rajni Kalakaraya Sahasram Suvarna Nanakani Puraskara Rupena Dattavati. So he gave the painter 1,000 gold coins as a gift. Chitrakarasya Nirgamanasya Anantaram sa Veenavatim Prishtavati. And after the painter left, the queen asked Veenavati, Chitram katham asti iti. How was the picture? Like that. Chitre kaha visheshaha. What is so special in the picture? Pratidinam drishyamanaha suryasta samayaha eva atra chitritaha asti. That sunset what we see every day, that is only painted in this. Atra kim va vaishishtyam. What is so special here? Kintu bhavati sahasram swarna nanakani dattavyani iti nirniya dattavati api asti. But you decided to give 1,000 gold coins and gave also. Evam sthite idanim mama abhiprayasya kathanena kim va prayojanam. You already gave the gift. So in this condition, what is the use of my opinion? Anyascha bhavatyaha vyavaharasya auchitya anauchityam. Auchityanauchityam. So here Savarna Dirgha Sandhi happened. Uchitasya bhavaha auchityam. Na uchitam anuchitam. Anuchitasya bhavaha anauchityam. So auchityanauchityam vimrashtum means to comment on that. To comment on your behaviors, appropriateness or not. Mama kaha adhikaraha. Okay. So what is my right? I don't have any right in commenting your activity. Like that. Tathapi yatavattu vadami. So with all that, I can say this much. Etadartam sahasram swarnananakani dattani yat tat adhikam ityeva mama bhavana iti uktavati Veenavati. So for this painting, 1,000 gold coin that you gave, that is more than essential. Like that I felt. Tada Rajni mandahasapurvakam muktavati. Then the queen told in a smiling tone, He Veenavati, bhavatyaha rupam sundaram syat. You may be looking beautiful. Kintu saundarya asvadakam. Saundaryasvadakam. Asvadanam means to taste. Saundaryasvadakam manahatu nasti bhavatyaha. You are looking beautiful, but your mind is not having taste in beauty. Saundarya asvadaka means taste in beauty. You are looking beautiful. You may look beautiful. Syat. Syat means vidilingaha. Bhavatyaha rupam saundaryam syat. You may look beautiful, but you don't have taste in beauty. Anyacha, moreover, puraskaraha chitrasya asmakam cha yogyatayaha anugunam diyate. And the gift is given according to the picture and according to the person who is giving. Yatas sarvam bhavati jnatum na shaknoti iti uktavati. You can't understand all these things like that. So when a king is giving gift, he can't give $5 or 5 coin like that. The king is to give in a very generous way like that. And moreover, according to the value of the item also. So that is only the king's people. Like we can see earlier when the king were praised. So he immediately gives 100 villages like that. He doesn't give one house. He gives 100 villages to that poet like that. So that generous way of giving, that is one of the qualities of the king family. Punaha kadachit raja rajni cha antahpure upavishya sukhena vartalapam kurvantau asta. So again on some other occasion, the king and the queen were sitting in that residential area and they were doing some chatting. Tada kaschana gudhacharaha tatra agatya. Then some spy, gudhacharaha means spy. He came and told, Prabho, Vaidehi Rajyasya Raja Asmakam Rajyasya. So the Vaidehi country's king, अस्माकं राज्यस्य उपरि आक्रमणं कर्तुं सेनां सज्जीकृतवान् अस्ति. So that king has prepared the military forces to attack our country. यदा कदाचित् अपि आक्रमणं कर्तुम् अर्हति सः इति राजानं निवेद्य ततः निर्गतवान्. So anytime he can attack our country like that, he set and gone. तत्समये चामरेण विजयन्ती आसीत् वीणावती. So we can see in the picture Veenavaty holding a fan in hand and she was doing fanning activity. That is Vijayanti. Vijayanti means to shake the fan here and there. Like nowadays we have pedestrian fan and it is rotating. Like that she was doing. Yuddhavartam Shrutavatyah tasyaha shariram akampata. Hearing the word of the war, her body got shaken. Sa vijanam vismritya bhitya nishchalam stitavati. And forgetting her duty of doing this fanning activity, nishchalam stitavati, she stood like a statue without any movement. Maharajni api chintagrasta jata. And the queen also became worried. Tada Raja Maharajim Pashyan. Then the king looked at the queen and told, Vaidehi Rajasya akramanam purva nirikshitam eva. Purva nirikshitam means already expected. Nirikshanam means expected or calculate. I already expected the act of this Vaidehi Raja's attack. Kintu saha vinayasam akramanam kartum narhati. But he can't simply attack vinayasam vina ayasam. Without any ayasam means tiredness. So here we can say vina ayasam, without much effort he can't attack us. Akramanam karaniyam chetu tena swarnamukhi nadi kramaniya. So if he has to attack our country, then he has to cross the Swarnamukhi river. Nadi tire asmakam sena pratyakramanartham siddha asti eva. And on the banks of the river, our army is readily prepared to attack him back. Ataha nakapi bhitihi. So there is nothing to fear. Iti uktva Veenavatim drishtva uttavan. And saying so, the king looked at Veenavati and told, Antahpure sthitva yuddhavarta shravanena eva bhitihi prapyate chet bahihi sthitanam samanyanam ka katha bhavati prathamam dhairyavati bhavatu iti. So being in the king's association, Antahpure, by just hearing the word of war, if you become feared, then bahihi sthitanam samanyanam ka katha. Then what to say about other people who are residing in the country? Bhavati pratamam dhairyavati bhavatu. First you be courageous. Like that he said. Kadachit Rajni Chandramati Vanaviharartham Nirgatavati. So once the queen Chandramati, she went for Vanaviharartham, means to go around the forest. Sarvaha paricharikaha tam anusritavatyah. And all the servant maids followed her. Kintu Veenavati shirovedana vyajam uktva antahpure eva sthitavati. But Veenavati just vyajam. Vyajam means on the pretext. That means lying only. On the pretext of headache, shirovedana, antapure eva sthitavati. She stayed in the residential area of the king's family on the pretext of headache and didn't follow her to the forest. Tasya chintanam asit yat maharajnyaha anupasthitau tadiyaihi abharanadibihi Atmanam alankritya darpane drashtavyam iti. Tasyaha chintanam. Kasyaha Veenavatyaha chintanam. So the thought of Veenavati was Maharajnyaha anupastitau. When in the absence of queen, tadiyaihi abharanadibihi, by her jewels and other dress materials, Atmanam alankritya, decorating or beautifying her, darpane drashtavyam. In the mirror, I have to see. I have to see in the mirror by in the attire of the queen and with the jewels. Like that she thought. राज्ञी यदा निर्गतवती तदा वीणावती राज्ञाः वस्त्राणि धृत्वा स्वस्य प्रतिबिम्बस्य दर्शने उद्युक्ता अभवत्. So we can see in the picture when the queen went, she dressed like queen with the jewels and all, and she was about to look at the mirror. Tasminev samaye kaschana yuvakah tatra agatavan. At that very moment, some young person came here. That also we can see in the picture. वीणावत्याः पूर्वं सौन्दर्यं दृष्ट्वा आश्चर्यम् अनुभवन् सः पृष्टवान् सुन्दरी का भवति इति. By looking at the extraordinary beauty of Veenavati, he asked, "Hey beauty, who are you?" साधारण वेशं धृतवन्तं तं दृष्ट्वा. साधारण वेशं means in ordinary dress. तं दृष्ट्वा, seeing him, parihasam kartum icchanti Veenavati uktavati. And to make a joke of him, fun of him, she told, Aham Vishalapuryaha Rajakumari. I am the princess of this Vishalapuri. Raknyaha Nimantranasya Anugunam Agata Asmi. So according to the queen's invitation, I came here. Tada saha yuvakaha aham yetasya deshasya yuvarajaha Vijayakumaraha. Then he told, I am this country where she is working. In that country is a prince. Vidyabhyasam samapya gurukulat agachan asmi. I am coming from the Gurukula after completing my education. Bhavatyah saundaryam drishtva akrishtaha asmi. And I am attracted by your beauty. यदि भवत्याः विरोधः न स्यात् तर्हि ज्येष्ठानाम् अनुज्ञां प्राप्य भवतीं परिणेतुम् इच्छामि अहम् इति उक्तवान्. So if you have no objection, virodha. So if you have no objection, then taking the permission of elders, ज्येष्ठानाम् अनुज्ञां प्राप्य, I like to marry you. भवतीं परिणेतुम् इच्छामि. वस्तुस्थितिं ज्ञात्वा वीणावती दिग्भ्रान्ता. So knowing the actual situation, he is the prince, she is only a servant maid. She became directionless, digbhranta, confused, directionless, worried. So many meaning we can take. Sa jhatiti yuvarajasya Vijayakumarasya padau grahitva. So immediately she took hold of the feet of the prince and told, Kshantavyaham, I am to be pardoned. Aham Maharajnyaha Kachit Paricharika. I am some servant maid of queen. Maharajnyaha Abhranani Dhritva Darpane Swa Saundaryam Drashtavyam Iti Ichchaya Evam Kritavati. I did like this with the desire to look in the mirror in queen's dress and jewels. Bhavantam Yuvarajam Ajñatva Parihasam Api Kritavati. And I made fun with you also, not knowing you are the prince. Aham kripaya kshantavya iti prarthitavati. So she prayed, I shall be pardoned. Yuvarajaha mandahasa purvakam. Then the prince in a smiling way, Hey Sundari. Then he said, Hey beauty, alam bhitya. Okay, no need to fear, enough of fearing. Aham मृत्तिका मध्ये स्थितम अपि माणिक्यम अभिज्ञातुम शक्नोमि. मृत मीन्स अर्थ, सैंड. मृत्तिका मध्ये स्थितम means the manikyam. Manikyam means a gem. A gem present in a heap of sand. Aham abhijnatum shaknomi. I can identify. Bhavati paricharika bhavatu nama. You may be a servant maid. Bhavatim parinetum siddhaha asmi aham. I am prepared to marry you because you are looking like really a princess. That is the meaning. That is what he is telling. Mrittika madhye manikyam abhijnatum shaknomi aham. So in the ordinary, amongst the ordinary, I can identify the gem. That is the meaning. Veenavatyah Chanakalasya Maunasya Anantaram Prishtavati. And Veenavatyah, after some period of silence, she asked, Hey Yuvaraja, O Prince, Aham Bhavantam Ekam Prashnam Prashtum Ichchami. I like to ask you a question. Yadi aham bhavantam parinetum siddhana syam, tarhi bhavan kim kuryat? So she asked, if I don't like to marry you, then what shall you do? That is her question. Etam prashnam shrutva ascharyam anubhavanne yuvarajaha uktavan. And that prince wondered and said, Etasya deshasya bhavi raja ahameva yada ichchami tada kava nirakuryat. Etasya deshasya bhavi raja. I am the future king of this country. Ahameva. Yada ichchami tada kava nirakuryat. Who can object to my wishes? Tathapi yadi bhavati nirakuryat tarhi bhavati ahankaravati avivekini va iti matva anyam kanchit sundarim parineshyami iti. So he says, I am the future king of this country, and who shall reject my wish? If you reject my wish, then I shall think that you are ahankaravati. You are having self-pride, egoistic, avivekini, and you are a stupid girl. Like that I will feel, and kanchit anyamu sundarimu parineshyami. I will marry some other beautiful girl. Like that he said. Tada Veenavatyah kshamyatu yuvaraja. Oh prince, please pardon me. Bhavantam parinetum na shaknomi aham. I can't marry you. Yataha mama vivahaha itah purvameva nischitaha asti. Because my marriage is already fixed before. Iti uktva tataha swagramam gatavati. Saying so, he went to her village. Purvameva anuragam pradarshitavantam Shivakumaram parinitavati cha. And she married the Shivakumara who showed his love. Evam katham samapya Vetalaha avadat. So the Vetala said like this, ending this story. Ayerajan, hey king, Veenavatyah prabala ichha asit khalu Rajakumaraha kaschana parinetavyaha iti. So the strong desire of Veenavatyah was to marry some prince, like that only Evam sthite Rajakumaraha eva yada parinetum siddhaha asit tada kimartham nirakaranam pradarshitavati sa. So that being so, when the prince himself was ready to marry her, why she rejected that? Saundarya आस्वादकं मनः नास्ति भवत्याः इति राज्ञी यत् उक्तवती भवत्या धैर्यवत्या भवितव्यम् इति राजा यत् उक्तवान् तत्सर्वं स्मृत्वा सा चिन्तितवती स्यात् वा राजकुमारं परिणेतुं मम योग्यता नास्ति इति. Had she thought that I don't have qualification to marry the prince, remembering the words of the queen that you don't have taste to beauty, or remembering the words of the king that you should be courageous, athava or atmana kritam anuchitam krityam yuvarajaha drishtavan ityatah lajjita sa vivaham nirakritavati syatva. Or otherwise, Atmana kritam anuchitam krityam. Krityam means action. The improper act done by her by wearing the dresses of queen and the jewels of queen. Yuvarajaha drishtavan ityataha. Because the prince saw that like that. Lajjita sa. The shamed she vivaham nirakritavati syat. She might have rejected the marriage proposal. Is it so? Like that? Mama etesham prashnanam. So all of these my questions. Yogyam uttaram jananabi bhavani yadi navadet tarihi bhavataha shiraha sakasradha bhagnam bhavet iti. So knowing the answer of all these questions, if you don't give answer, then your head shall break into thousands of pieces. Tada maunam statum ashaktaha Trivikramaha evam muktavan. Then the Trivikramaha king, unable to stay silent, told like this. Yuvarajasya parinayam Veenavati nirakritavati yat tatra asamarthya bhitihi karanam sarvatha na. Samarthyam, asamarthyam. Samarthya means capabilities. Asamarthyam means not having the capabilities. Bhitihi, the fear of not having the capabilities. Asamarthya bhitihi karanam sarvatha na. The fear of not having proper qualification is not at all the reason to reject Yuvarajasya parinayam, the marriage of the prince by Veenavati. Taya yaha prashnaha prishtaha tasya uttaram rajakumarena yattu uktam tat shrutva sa tadiyam parinayam nirakritavati. She rejected him by listening to the answer of her question. Yuvarajaha uktavan yat bhavati nirakaroti chet aparam sundarim parineshyami iti. So if you reject me, then I will marry some other beauty. Yetena siddham yat tadiyaha anuragaha dridhaha na iti. So by this it is proved that his love is not very strong. Yadi saha etam parinayet tarhi api kalantare yutopi sundari kachit drishta chet tam pariniya etam upekshaya pashyet. If he marries her, and in future if he looks at some other most beautiful, then he shall marry her also, and she may not give much attention to her. Ataha Veenavati Yuvarajasya Parinaya Prastavam Nirakritya Dhrida Anuragavantam Shivakumaram Parinitavati. So she rejected him and she married Shivakumara, who is having strong love with her. Evam vadata Trivikramena Maunabhangaha Kritaha Asit Ataha Shavantargataha Vetalaha Adrishyaha Bhutva Vrikshasya Shakham Avalambitavan. So by the Trivikrama who said like that, he broken his silence, and the ghost which was in the dead body, it vanished and started hanging in the tree again. So we will go back to the next episode where again Trivikrama will go and try to catch the ghost. Hope you liked this story, and I will come up with some other new episode. Take care. Bye-bye.